Hey, hi, hello, it's Chris from Chris Crossing at Rainbow Bridge. I hope you're having a blessed and bountiful day today so far. Welcome to my room where I do a lot of my work. I'm really grateful to have you aboard. I'm just, wanting to post a video because it's been a while since I posted, and I just wanted to let folks know, what's up and what's going on with me and how things are going. It's so funny as I'm walking through my day and like living my life. I have thoughts and like insight come to me often, but I sometimes or most of the time forget to write it down. So what that means for you is that it's kind of a gamble. Either I will remember or I won't. And I'm a little bit in a moment right now where I need to have some compassion for myself, some really serious compassion for myself. I'm right here. I'm just trying to adjust my thingy. And thank you for your patience. I truly appreciate that. It's a little tricky. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, cool. So one thing that's been coming to my mind lately or recently is about like this sort of I've noticed it's happening in myself, and I've checked in with at least a few other people to see, what their experience is about this. And I found that many people that I've spoken to about this, including different age groups, have a similar experience. And what I'm referring to is not just technology, but technology that involves what you might consider some form of entertainment, such as listening to YouTube videos or listening to podcasts or listening to, reruns of your favorite syndicated TV show or sitcom, movies. Music is I feel like music is a little bit of a different category, but it's adjacent for sure. And I'm noticing this phenomenon that's present in many, many people's lives. It's connected to the internet as well, because many of the experiences that people are endeavoring to have require an internet connection. So there's this awareness that's been bubbling up inside of me that's talking about trying to make meaning of that. What does that mean? And a part of this conversation, in my view, should probably call in the idea that perhaps we don't, and obviously I'm speaking pejoratively, there's always exceptions, but perhaps as a whole, many members of the culture of American folks on average, and I'm speaking of people who have electricity, who have housing, who are stable and secure, so that's obviously leaving out a fairly large portion, a significant portion of people. But among those people, I believe that we have developed a dependence, not just on technology, but on basically the adult version of a pacifier. And I think it might serve different purposes for different people. For some of us, the clock says 1111 right as I say this. For some of us, being neurodivergent or being on ADHD spectrum or being, what used to be called Asperger's, but is now autistic spectrum disorder, like high functioning, I suppose, but really any of us, we might use it for a purpose that is akin to white noise. It helps us focus and it actually serves that purpose for us. But a lot of other people that I've spoken to who don't identify in those categories say that they just like having something in the background, and that's like their biggest descriptor. And I'd like to dive into this a little bit deeper. Like, what does this mean? Today I was downstairs and I was going into my kitchen after I had a job interview this morning, which is why I'm wearing this red suit. It went really well, by the way. And I went down to get this cup of coffee and I had left my phone upstairs. And this is my habit of playing YouTube, almost usually it's YouTube, but sometimes music, but mostly YouTube, in the background, almost 24 hours a day, almost 7 days a week. Like, I kid you not, it's a thing. And not having the phone with me, you know, I actually became aware of it because I wanted to send a text message to one of my roommates. But instead of feeling the need or the urge to run upstairs and grab it like I'm going to die without it, I did not do that. And instead, I just spent my time downstairs, you know, kind of cleaning up a little bit and doing a little bit of tidying up without my pacifier. And I didn't die. And then I became aware of a message that a good friend of mine had shared with us when we were attending a series of workshops in our quantum healing training. His name is Daniel Raphael, I believe. You can find him on YouTube and elsewhere. He's pretty good. But anyway, also dream porting is something that he teaches and he coaches people on. But when I was completing one of his trainings, he had brought this to our attention, and it's like as simple and as plain and as obvious as the nose on your face. But that was a real aha moment for me, and I'm now extremely conscious of it. So the question that I pose to you is, do you experience this phenomenon of constantly having something playing? And if the answer is yes, can you give a reason why? And the reason cannot be just to have something playing in the background, because that's not that. Like, why do you need something playing in the background? What purpose does it serve in your life? And if it serves no purpose, that's a valid answer. But yeah, I'm just kind of checking in to see how people are feeling about this. And I also want to challenge you, if you're willing to accept this challenge, this is your mission should you choose to accept it. Abstain from any electronic object or noise, including music, for 10 minutes. And if you want to get really fancy, you could do it for half an hour, or even 45 minutes, or a full hour. And it doesn't really matter what you're doing while you're doing this, but just abstaining from it. And if you're brave enough to report back about how that experience felt, and did you die? And what did you learn about yourself, if anything? So these are all optional, just something I'm kind of up in my noggin. I love you all, so remember that. So take care of yourselves and take care of each other, because remember, I love you. Bye for now.